Can you build a track car for $1,500? Well, I've already done it. When you're choosing a track car, you want something fast, sleek, composite body. I bought a Saturn. Oh, hell yeah, buddy. You went on a back up. Oh, it runs perfect. Hang on, let me show you just how we got this old Saturn to Gingerman Raceway. All right, so we're looking at our two cars right now. We got an automatic over here and we got a manual. The manual is the one that we want to try to keep, as it's actually got a title and everything. All right, so we're gonna try to start the automatic. I think it's still too, oh yeah, it's really dead. Hey! Oh, it broke.
Yeah.
Oh. What's weird is we're not getting anything on the scanner.
You gotta turn the scanner on, man.
No, it should just fire right up.
I know the scan tool works because I just had it on the exterior and I was having all kinds of fun with it.
Could be like a dead
Used.
fuse or something.
That's on one.
We know we have a good running motor. We cannot check codes or anything, so we don't know exactly what's going on. There must be a communications issue. I think we're gonna get loaded up, and we know we have a good running motor, so that's really all we need. Left, straight. It's good. Brother. Woo! This is the heart of our race car, but that is the real race car right there. All right, and this is the magic that makes buying shit boxes possible. This is a Harbor Freight winch, and this is their doubler, so that you can pull dead car straight up on it. I have pulled my RX-8 once, and it was a breeze. There we go, we got it all set up. And old Saturn didn't give us a ton of tow hooks in the front, so we're just gonna go around the bumper because the bumper's already trashed. It doesn't really matter, does it?
E-brakes on.
All right, ready? I might have just popped a fuse. We're pushing. Oh my God. Oh, it'll be easy. Yeah, if I need help, I'm up shit creek without a paddle. What an idiot. All right. Okay, so you guys saw us using the Innova 5610 to try to connect to the computers on the Saturns a little bit ago. But I did want to make it clear, Innova is sponsoring this video. I'm very excited to work with them. They are the only reason I'm able to do this wild video with a really cheap car going onto the track. Right now, I'm actually using the Innova to track my transmission temperatures, as I was a little concerned that with a heavier load, my transmission temperatures may be a little all over the place. But I am not concerned anymore. We are cruising at a chill 160 degrees Fahrenheit, around 220, I think, is where you're gonna start getting concerned. So I am far from that, which is telling me that this thing is probably still cool as a cucumber with the RX-8 in tow. All right, we made it to the house. We're actually unloading the cars right now, and then we got the camera set up because we are gonna try to pop start this thing off of the trailer. This is the car that doesn't run, but this is the one that we actually wanna keep. So I'm gonna roll it back, throw it in reverse, drop the clutch, and we'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we gotta push it into the house. Whole lot of nothing, the clutch grabs. You don't think it's locked up, do you?
All right, we got Saturn home, and as you can see, there's some parts missing, and that's because this engine's totally locked up. So we're gonna rip this engine out. It's all ready to be removed. Get ready to drop the new one in. All right, let's do this. Nothing in the filter. All right, so get this. We just removed the windows tray and there's no bluing. So we're not exactly sure what's going on. And we found our culprit. So it looks like the bearing for piston number 2 is the one that spun and seized everything up. This thing was locked tight. Oh yeah. Yeah, this old girl has seen better days. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on the camera or not. All right, so this motor is out and it is time for me to start spending my entire Sunday pulling the motor on this turn, which you might be able to see. Oh, that gave us a lot more clearance in the front. Get off that power steering. Oh, come on, you're so close.
Oh, I think I just got it. Get out of there, you dirty. I don't think that torque converter is any good anymore, but that's all right. No torque converters were ever good in the first place, so it don't matter. Just for that, just for all this, I'm riding your on limiter all the way down that straightaway, Gingerman. Because you're not the engine and car that I want anyway. So anyway, thanks for joining Mechanics 101. Next week we'll show you guys how to... Oh, that transmission was shit. Okay. Okay, hang on, check this out. So originally the plan was to fix this car up and sell it. And we thought that it needed a CV axle based on how the transmission fluid was pulling up. Wrong. I think that transmission was junk. All right, well, not my proudest way to remove my very first engine ever. I'm just glad I didn't lose my cool. So let's get this in the garage. All right, well, we got both motors out and we've already run into a pretty big snag. My hope was to just drop this engine in without any work and fire it off. However, that's not gonna work. I went through and identified all the sensors on both engines and I checked to make sure they were directly compatible, and I've run into some snags. Right from the top, the oil pressure switches are different. Also, the knock sensors are different. Going to the intake, we have a lot more issues. Throttle body position sensors, they don't match. I'm hoping those are a direct swap. This map sensor on the 96 is quite different than the 2002. Just a quick learning lesson for anybody watching this video. Do not have multiple projects at once. This is a nightmare. I literally don't have room. So between the valve cover and the intake manifold is this vacuum connection. And if I pull it off, I actually find that the 2002 map sensor fits in there very snugly. Throttle body swap is becoming far more of a problem than I had originally anticipated. I am currently swapping this valve on the back. I still can't remember what the hell it does. Oh, kids, throw away your 12 points. These things are junk. My 12 point just ruined that bolt. All right, 96 fuel pressure sensor, 2002 pressure sensor, and as you can see, the connections are drastically different. So we're gonna pop in. You've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Because I think that's just the end. We just need to get the front end out. All right, hello. Car going on. Can we put this? These are the plugins for the new injectors, and these do not fit the older injectors, which you can see down there. And I cut the old harness connectors off, and we're gonna wire them in. So what it looks like is these two need to be extended. This cut, this cut, this cut, and there's another one down here cut and wired into those injector connectors there. All right, we are going for the very first start of the 96 motor and the 2002 Saturn. We really need this to run because we are T-minus less than 2 weeks until this thing goes to the track. All right, here we go. First start, here we go. Is it just idling? Hey! Oh my gosh! Hey! Dude, it sounded so good. You can't get a better first fire than that. And so we have a huge fuel leak. What's up?
The return line. I bet the automatic car had a return.
So what do you think? We cap it? Can we even cap that? All right, so we got some decision making to do. Don't let it go. You've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Can you let go? I'll need to make a bracket for the throttle. I look like a dweeb. So I've got this hose here, and as soon as I go to connect it, it's kinking in this area right here. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut from here back, because that's gonna give me this really nice bend up to the fuel rail. We had a problem with there being a return on the 96 engine and the 2002 did not. This is a block off specifically for a fuel connection. Here is the fuel return. You're not gonna be able to see it, so you're just gonna take my word for it. Let's see if I can just pop this bad boy right in. Oh, right there is the plug. That clicked right in. I think that's sealed, which means now our fuel return should be plugged, and that's okay because the 2002 is already expecting a returnless fuel system. It is time for the maiden voyage of our budget track car. I cannot go far today. We're just gonna run around the neighborhood, make sure it goes into all the gear. Now, just for you guys' awareness, this engine is actually out of a 1996 Saturn. This is a 2002 Saturn that we are in. We've had to rewire the injectors. I've had to swap over a couple components from the 2002 engine to the 1996. So in order to make sure that the computer has all the information that it's looking for, we have this. This is the Innova 5610, which Innova has sent me out for this review. Innova, thank you guys very much for sponsoring the first two videos in this series. I've actually reviewed the 3100 RS in another video that I did about a scan tool, and I said that it did everything that it needed to do, but the menus were kind of hard to work through. They have totally fixed that with these two top buttons. So we have an intake air temperature sensor code, and that's because I don't have an intake air temperature sensor right now, so that makes sense. Oh, and that's the only one. Okay. Let's go out of the garage, Saturn. Yeah! Let's go! You turd! Oh, it's got a shift light in it. Yes! Now, I'm gonna have to romp on it a little bit on the way back because this thing has never been above now 2,700 RPM. My door's open again! We need to fix that. Alright, I think we got it now. 4, 6,000. We hit 6,000. It's gone into every gear. That's good. Let's go read these check engine lights real quick. All right, so let's see what our codes are. So we know we got to fix intake air temp. Oh, secondary O2 sensor. I don't have the secondary O2 sensor plugged in right now. Intake air temp. Okay, so we'll fix the intake air temp. Our idle is good. It's 7,000. All right, I just connected the intake air temperature sensor and the oxygen sensor. Let's go ahead and see if we have 0 check engine lights. So I just got this thing plugged in. If you've watched my last scan tool review, you already know these things actually operate pretty quickly. It's gonna immediately spit out any engine codes that we have. No check engine lights for the engine at least. Somebody's definitely tried to steal this car before, so we already know that there's some check engine lights on the body control module, but the engine knows exactly what's going on, so that's good. Now, a huge shout out to the team over at Innova. They've been telling me their app is a lot of fun to use, so let's go download it. I've done this once before, and as soon as you log in, it pretty much recognizes what you're trying to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in with my Google account, and then we're gonna hit connect the scan tool, allow, and then it pretty much does all the work for you. Done. Now it's actually performing a scan. And just like that, I downloaded the app, connected to my account, ran a scan, and got an information spit out in 1.5 minutes. And then we have 500 TSBs, probably just because of the age of this vehicle. Warranty information, cost to own. All right, not too bad. Subscribe for video number 2 where we prepare this thing for the track, and I fight a Black Widow. No, I'm not joking. I think I got it. What's up, little buddy? There's no doubt that's a Black Widow.
100%.